Welcome back, everyone. So the first thing we need to do is you need to go get rid of this width and height here. And as you can see, what ends up happening is if I just push Control or Command Z, what ends up happening is that you can see here that that essentially what ends up happening is that the box goes back to the front here. And sometimes with JSBin here, sometimes you need to go and refresh that here. So as you can see, we have two canvases, and we haven't done anything to the second canvas, right? If you want to, you can go ahead and you can copy this and paste this and give this its own element ID. So if we, for example, let's say do this here, we go equals, and we're going to call this a canvas 2, right? And then we just simply go ahead and copy and paste this here, and we just add a 2 here, right? You can see that, and we'll just make this orange just for fun. Okay, and you can see that we have two boxes right there. So that's essentially what you can do just like that here. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm actually going to delete the second canvas because we're not going to go ahead and use it, okay? So let me talk a little bit about what is going on here. So first of all, we have a get context with these brackets here, and we also have a fill rectangle here. So if we go ahead and we play around with this, this fill rectangle takes in 4 parameters. And this is a really important concept with programming in that, for example, fillRect is a function, and a function can take in multiple variables, meaning that, for example, let's say if you wanted to do some kind of calculator, and let's say you had you wanted to add something to the answer. Well, that add something to the answer would be a function, and you'd pass in a number into that. So essentially what this is that this fill rectangle has 4 functions. And so if you see this, for example, if you change this to 150, that's the width, and this is the height of the square. And as you can see, this is the position. So if I give this a 10 or 100, you can see that this is kind of the buffer up there. All right. So there we go. All right, and so that's essentially what it is. And sometimes in JavaScript, if you generally if you see something like this, so for example, you know, I'm just gonna this is something a command, something like this with 2 quotes in that. With 2 brackets like this, generally something can be passed in here. Not always, but generally something can be passed in there. All right, I'll see you guys in the next tutorial.